rainfall forecast between Wednesday and Saturday is going to be, well, mostly to Houston, but even that's not a lot of rain. It's just a little bit of rain, and most of that's coming tonight. So overall, here's a look at the big picture. You see most of the rain across the eastern half of the United States. Well, that is because there's a cold front over there. So this front is starting to move through Houston right now as we speak. Some thunderstorms that direction, and then that continues up into portions of the southeast. Some more snow trying to sneak into portions of Virginia and the Carolinas, but right now their temperature in Charlotte is above freezing. Similar story there for Washington, D.C. As that system is moving through. We are going to see the front push through, and just like today, we saw the pressure gradient difference between this high and the cold front. Next, we're going to see the pressure gradient between this high and the cold front. So that's going to start to intensify our northerly winds heading into tomorrow. Right now, the wind is sustained at 16 miles per hour, so it's a little lighter than we were about 4 hours ago when we were still getting 25-mile-per-hour readings. 67 degrees on the tower camera right now. Here's a look at what you can expect with the wind overnight. So it does get a little calmer. We're not too gusty right around 3 a.m. But then by the time you're headed out the door tomorrow, be ready for the gusty wind to be back. Just put your hair in a ponytail. Don't worry about it. Put the hat on. A tight hat though, so it doesn't blow away. We'll see those gusts back to 30, 32 miles per hour by the time we're heading into the late morning. And notice the wind direction shift. It's going to be out of the north-northeast tomorrow. So for your marine forecast, we'll have gusts up to 25 knots offshore especially. Waves will be 2 to 4 feet every 6 to 5 seconds. Choppy to rough conditions in our bays. High pressure Packery Channel. Water temperature reading was 61 earlier today. It may fall a little bit with some cloudy skies into tomorrow, but I don't expect a big fall. This front again is not too strong. Bob Hall Pier, high tide coming up right around the corner at 3:26 a.m. We'll have low tide later in the morning by 10:46 a.m. Here's a look at your wind forecast. Northerly winds on the stronger side, then we calm down quite a bit Thursday and Friday. Light and variable winds still mostly on the north Thursday, shifting south-southwest into Friday. Then we get our southeast winds returning as we head into the weekend and next week. Keep these 2 days on the top of your mind. Watch what happens when we add in our dew point. Dew points lower Thursday and Friday, so we'll have dry conditions, we'll have a lighter wind, and we're also going to see more sunshine. So the cold front moves through, a chance for a few spotty showers mostly along the coast and to the northeast, but most of us are going to stay dry. And then look, here's that northerly wind, that drier air working its way in, and high pressure settling right over South Texas. This is why our winds calm down. We're going to see sunshine on top of those calmer conditions, which is going to make for a really fabulous Thursday and Friday. Here's your cold front headlines. We are going to see our lows falling into the 40s, possibly upper 30s. That's by Thursday morning. Very little rain, and as we mentioned, we've talked a lot about the wind. Here's your low temperatures for tonight. We're in the 50s. Heading into tomorrow, we warm things up into the 70s, likely because the sun is expected to come out fairly early into the afternoon. But I mentioned colder temperatures. We'll call it cooler. 41 your low there for Corpus Christi Thursday and Friday. That's thanks to clear skies, calm wind, allowing radiational cooling to take place. On top of that, with our lower humidity. And your 7-day forecast, mostly sunny skies do return behind the front, and we'll be back around 80 for the weekend.
All right. Sunshine. I like it. I'm not complaining.
Sunshine is nice and bright. We could use some rain like we just heard.
Yeah.
That's really the one negative about this forecast.
Okay. Well, we will take it as it is, though. Thank you for that, Carly. Hey.